now I'm just sitting out front, tired of being locked down, tired of being in the quarantine. I'm pretty sure you guys are feeling the same way. And I just need the fresh air. So I'm out here relaxing. I'm actually reading a book as well, trying to develop myself. It's a self-development book. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Power Lessons in Personal Change. And so far it's been pretty good. I mean, I'm not here to promote the book, but it's been pretty good so far. I like it. It's a good read. But yeah, I'm just out here chilling, and I don't know how it came to my mind, but I thought about the story, and I figured I owe you guys a vlog this week. Why not make it a story time? I haven't done a story time in a while, so we're gonna do this one a story time. Let's get it. Now what color? Alright, so I had moved to Georgia. I think this was back in like 2012. And I had roommate up with a best friend from down in Florida as well, who wanted to go up and split the bill and roommate up. Took her a while to find a job, and her share of the bills or whatnot were piling up. So we found a title loan place. She doesn't have a car, however, so I had to do the title loan on my car. And it was cool because one, it was helping her being able to pay her share of the bills in the house, which I was covering at the time. And I mean, it was becoming a burden, after a certain point. And she asked me if I'd do it for her, and I did it for her to be able to allow her to pay them bills and get caught up. She never paid that title loan back, and I ended up losing my car. And that was a car that I spent a decent little money into. It was a project car. It was a Honda Tuna car. It was a 1992 body with a 2000 motor in it. Single overhead cam. I had headers on it. It was rims on it. It was lowered. It had, the whole works, man. It had lights, all type of stuff. It wasn't like the baddest car on the block, but it was a pretty nice car for me. I liked it, and it was black on black. And she know that car was near and dear to my heart. And I figured she would try to at least pay it back, and she just didn't. Without no explanation, without no nothing, up and left and went to, I think it was either Alabama or Mississippi. I think it was Bama. I don't know. I don't remember. I've tried to certain things that are bad. I try to suppress them so I don't have to deal with them too much. So that way they don't pop up in my memory as much. So a lot of things are so suppressed that they've kind of erased themselves out of my memory. So I don't remember if it was Alabama or if it was Mississippi. And I remember there was a time that I was going to Louisiana from Atlanta, and driving through, called her up. She was like, all right, meet me on your way back, whatever, and I'll give you some money. So I met her. She gave me, I think, like $50 or whatever. All right, cool, whatever. This was in trying to repair what she did and trying to give me back my money for me losing the car, whatever. And I was willing to do the payment. I'm very understanding. I mean, life is tough. Everybody's not sitting on a stack of cash. And, she did that. And I picked up the $50 or whatnot. And, we talked for maybe like 5 minutes or whatever. And I don't know if it was maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, no more than a month later. And she's telling her friend, oh, she don't owe me jack, she not gonna pay me back nothing, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And it just, saying I was hating on her love life, and I I was hating on her pursuit of happiness and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I don't hate on nobody's pursuit of happiness, but if you ask me my opinion and I analyze the situation from an external point of view, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I'm not gonna BS it just because we friends and I'm gonna sugarcoat it and lie to you and tell you what you want to hear. So if you're gonna hate me because of that, then that's all good. And that's exactly what I experienced with her. It's like almost like she just completely hated me, you know what I mean? And it's all good. It's all good, but this is a quick little story time to tell y'all, man. And even to this day, she still ain't paid me back, but it's okay, you know. And I try to live with that on my conscience. I've let that go. I'm over it. It is what it is. I wish her all the best, you know, with no bit of sarcasm to it. Um, you know, and I just hope that she has changed and in her heart, whenever dealing with someone else in a situation similar, whether you owe them money or you owe them a favor, you owe them whatever, that you just pay up. And if you can't, respectfully tell them you can't. You know what I mean? Don't like call somebody up and start saying, oh, I don't owe her nothing, I'm not paying her back, you know, this, that, and the third. And just because you're in a relationship with a person I gave you advice against, and now all of a sudden you've grown some kind of strength to just come at me. And it's like, I mean, if that's the case, call me up. You know my number. Let's talk about it. We ain't kids, man. You know what I mean? Just pick up the phone, call me, let's have a conversation about it. And let's figure out how we can come to some common grounds where the misunderstanding or the disconnection came about. And it just wasn't that. You know, I just wasn't given the opportunity to do that. And it's all good. You know, it is what it is. I just wish that, you know, um, she had at least tried to have a conversation with me about it and voice her opinion and say, hey, listen, Shay, this is what it is. This is how I feel. I mean, I can't beat you for your opinion on how you feel. I can't. I have to just respect it. And the way I'm thinking now, maybe I wasn't thinking like that back then because I've matured a lot. But even back then, I still wouldn't have jumped down your throat for your opinion if you feel like you can't pay it back because of whatever. Okay, you're starting a new life. You need to get a crib, get a car, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Cool. Like, I get it. I completely get it. But don't just go around and dog somebody that's trying to help you out. You know, I didn't have to put my car on a title loan. And I don't regret it. You know what I mean? Some people might say it was stupid or whatever, but I don't regret. I don't regret any good deeds that I've done in life, regardless of what the other person, the recipient, has done, whether they've been grateful, whether they've expressed gratitude, or they've just been a total whatever about it. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I feel like my purpose on earth is to help people. And even with me going through the depression and all of that, a lot of it I feel like maybe comes from that because I burden myself so much with trying to give so much of myself. And I have tried to slow down a bit and not so much not give the help. One, I've tried to filter my help. I've tried to figure out those that really deserve the help because there are some people that don't necessarily deserve your help because they need it. You know what I mean? Because they need help doesn't mean it has to come from you per se. Some people just aren't designed to receive aid from you. And some people are designed to just teach you a lesson. You know, and from her experience and what we had to go through, it taught me a lesson. And it taught me that I just have to be mindful of who I assist and understand that I can't expect too much from people. And that's another thing that will help with the depression of not expecting so much from people. I don't expect people to care so much. I don't expect people to go out their way to do for me. So I try to do for myself, you know. So my out of the story, this story time I take out of this for you guys will be to just, if you're doing something similar as I have or experienced something similar I have, don't stop being good because of somebody bad. Don't. That's on them to deal with. That's their judgment to handle. That's their conscience they're gonna have to deal with. You're doing a good thing. Keep doing that good thing. Your blessing will come. Don't do it because you're gonna get a blessing. Do it because it's the goodness of your heart, but your blessing will come nonetheless. And don't even worry about the people that you help, whether they appreciate what you've done or not. God sees everything that you do. You know. And from my experience, it has helped me a lot more, not expecting so much from people. I thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my video, listen to my little story time. I share story times with you that I think are relevant, that has some lesson that I think contributed to, that have some kind of big impact that contributed to where I am now, because those are the times that led into 2017 when I got diagnosed with depression. And my therapist and I have gone over and we've decided, or we've concluded, that it's a series, which naturally for everyone that has depression, it is a series of things over a period of time. And I have more stories to tell you guys as the page grows and I have more subscribers and more viewers to really make an impact on. I have more stories that are deeper than the ones I've told you guys before, that I think will have a lot more impact on certain little things that I want to highlight. But when I get to that bridge, we'll cross it together. But definitely like, subscribe, share the page. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment box below. In my description box, I'll put my social media information in there as well. Or I'll probably throw it here. Maybe I'll throw it over here. Maybe I'll put it down here. Who knows? Either way, hit me up on social media. Let's talk. If you got something to say, if you got a topic you want me to talk about, if you have a question you want me to answer in the form of a video, if you just want me to answer, on a one-way, whether via email or through my DM, you could definitely hit me up that way. I'm not a mean person. I'm very open to speaking to anyone that speaks to me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. All of my life experiences I'm sharing with you guys in hopes that it can help you to understand that you're not in this alone, that we're battling through this, and it's actually Mental Health Awareness Month. So I'm definitely hitting you guys up every single week in this month, and probably throwing up 2 videos a week where I can, as far as time, to be able to really rep for us this month. Mental health awareness is very, very important, and a lot of people don't realize it. So I'm definitely going to be on here for you guys. So hit the notification bell so you can see when those videos pop up and you're not missing out on anything. But I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I got more videos coming, man. Y'all stay tuned. Yo, peace.